Good morning. Some of us face some serious problems sometime, and many of times we're not even prepared for them. Like we have so much great plans, things we want to accomplish, things we want to do by a certain time. But pity we don't even know what tomorrow holds. Like in December, 9 months ago, I was being reminded that I mustn't be too anxious for nothing, but everything through prayer and supplication, I must make my request be made known unto God. So your birthday is coming up, you're really excited and wish you should be, but please don't be so sure of it. Pray about it. So I was, getting closer to the new year, and me and my wife, we had so much great plans. Like it was December 25th, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and then we're like thinking, oh, for New Year, we're going to do this, we're going to go there. And my wife started, feeling a little bit ill. And I'm like, okay, tomorrow you're going to be okay. You probably just need some tea or stuff like that. That was just the beginning, Greens family. We were about to take on a journey that we didn't plan for. So as, the minute goes by, she started feeling more pain in the chest, in the belly. She couldn't eat anything, going to the bathroom constantly. I'm like, what is this? So we started praying, Greens family, but eventually we take her to the doctor. Now, when we take her to the doctor, we had to take her to the hospital. Like the doctor couldn't really do much. They had to, send her to the hospital. And she was admitted, like, on New Year's Eve. So we actually, celebrate New Year in the hospital. We were still grateful, and it was still joy to just know that we were able to enter into a new year. But I was so concerned about what is happening to my wife. Like, is she going to be okay? The three children is home, Greens family. And I thank God for my family. I know, a lot of people is having so much problem with their family, and people will tell you, please stay far from your family, try to work with stranger. I'm not saying that every family member is good, but try to make peace with your family. Try to make peace with your sibling. Like, it's the best thing you could ever do. Once you and your family, start breaking apart, start keeping malice and hating each other, unforgiveness, I am telling you, that family is not going to go far, because united you stand, but divided you fall. My mother was there 24/7, helping out in every area, never complained once. And I have, so much other family member who I could call upon. I have a sister who is living close by. When I call her, she's like, please don't call me, just bring the children. And many of times when I, carry the children to spend some time with her, and I, bring like some snacks or whatever, when I come back to pick up the children, Greens family, like they have everything inside of their bag. They will tell me, auntie, prepare this for me. How can I not love my family, Greens family? Family is the best. So I had to be going to the hospital back and forth, because my wife, she couldn't really eat certain things. And the few things that she could eat, I had to go and get it prepared and, come back to the hospital and all of that. So it was very hectic, and sometimes I have to be going at the hospital like really late. They have a saying that says you never know how strong you are until you're being tested. So everything, Greens family, was like really piling up, and I'm thinking, oh, I have animals to deal with, customers to deal with. I have to be putting off some things. The moment my wife changed some clothes at the hospital, I take them home, wash them, prepare, what she can eat, because she can eat like probably just some fruits and vegetables, that's it, and drink like some water and like cranberry juice and probably coconut water and stuff like that. So nothing with color, and they give her a strict diet that she have to be following. In the time when everything is going on, I didn't feel like, oh boy, this is too much for me. Like, not once did I say that. I just know, Greens family, I have to do what I have to do. And that is the thing about marriage. It's a commitment, Greens family, and you don't know what is going to happen the next minute. You can get married today, and tomorrow your partner is, unhealthy. She's not okay. Or even you, the husband, can be in a situation where the wife is going to have to be helping you out. And I pray that is not your portion, because it will be hard to know that you are married today and tomorrow you're stressing over illness and stuff like that. But Greens family, you have to be committed, and you have to know what you're doing. You have to, just know that I have to stand up, I have to do the right thing without no second thought. So I just have to be a man, Greens family, and do my part without no complaining. Like, why am I doing this? Why? No complaining. No time to be complaining. Only time to give thanks, because it could have been worse, Greens family. So, we're waiting on, the result from the doctor, until the doctor say, my wife is going to need immediate surgery, and that surgery is going to cost 850,000. Like, the money was not necessarily the problem. I didn't want my wife to go through that surgery. She had to do an MRI, and she went and did the MRI, costing almost 100,000. She got back the result. It was negative, not looking good. So they tell her, you have until like this time to do the surgery. So my wife, came out of the hospital like on the 8th. And I told her the night that we went into the hospital that you're going to come out on the 8th, which is my mother's birthday. And by God's grace, she came out on the 8th. So when she come outside, Green's family, she wasn't, okay. She have another MRI to do, and she have the surgery to do. So we started praying, Green's family, because that's all we know how to do. Sometimes if you have the money to go and spend, it's like you just go and spend it, right? And sometimes if you don't have the money, you're like, oh God, you have to help us. But even if you have the money, Green's family, whether you have it or not, please pray. It's very, very important. So we started praying, Green's family, and my wife was supposed to, go back and get her surgery done, but she had an MRI to do before the surgery. And when she went back and do the MRI, all the problem was gone. So the surgery cancel. You see how good God is? But I say all of that to say this: never be too anxious and too happy for nothing, because none of us know what is going to happen tomorrow. I'm not saying you should be sad and keeping your head down, but no, keep praying. There are some people, Green's family, if you smile, they are unhappy. And if you are unhappy, they are smiling. Like, they just don't want to see you living, your best life. If you're building a house, they're upset. If you are, driving a new car, they are upset. They just don't want to see, good things happening in your life. Like, when you're down, when you have to come to their house and, beg them $1,000, they're happy. They're okay with you. But once you are doing better than them, you don't even have to be doing better than them. Once you don't have to depend on them, they just think, you have arrived. And you're not even doing anything to be in a competition. You're just living your life. So, Green's family, pray about everything you're doing. Take it one step at a time. Don't rush nothing. And don't act as if you control tomorrow. Because many of times we make plans and we're so committed to the plans. Like, I make plans, but while I make the plans, it's just like I'm not so focused and so concerned about it. Like, I know it has to be that way. That was one of the hard moments for my Greens family. And, during that time, I learned a lot of things. I learned, how important my wife was to me. Because Greens family, when I'm like, so close to someone, day after day, night after night, morning after morning, and then eventually the person is nowhere. It's just like you learn how important they are. And you start appreciating them even more. So, Greens family, when you have someone in your life and you appreciate them, don't wait until that person is gone and you cannot tell the person anymore. You're telling it to the world. And the person who deserved to hear, you didn't actually tell them. That is why I don't like, going to people's funerals, saying good things about them. No. I sit down with them and tell them, I respect you for this. You are a good person for doing this. Give people their flowers while they are living right now. Because like I said, we don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. So Greens family, I hope this, little message is a blessing to you. And the reason why I decided to share that with you today, Greens family, is because everyone out there have something that they're going through. And sometimes people see us smiling. They don't know the pain you left home. They don't know that you have bills to pay next week and you don't have the first dollar. They don't know that your gas just finished and you don't have no food on your fridge. They don't know that you have car loan to pay, and if you don't pay it, your car is going to be repo. They don't know that you have children doing so well in school, but you don't have the money to keep sending them. Pain, Greens family. But guess what happened? Weeping endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. Several times, Greens family, my back is against the wall and I don't know what to do. I have no options, but God make a way. So I want to encourage someone, Greens family, who is about to give up. I have news for you. It is not over.